Right, today is MOT day. I'm not sure what to expect. It's the first time I've taken the XF in for an MOT. I've only had it for a few months. Not done a lot since the last video on it actually. I'll show you a bit of, that I do know I'm going to have a look at. So the thing we are going to look at is this tyre's got a bit of a bulge on now, which I hadn't noticed, probably a pothole over winter. This one seems to always lose a bit of air pressure, so I'm going to switch both these tyres out anyway for Continental Sport Contact 7s. Other than that, last MOT advisory there was a slight oil leak that the previous owner said he'd dealt with, and something to do with the inside lip of the discs. So beyond that, I don't know, let's wait and see what happens. But next of all, what are you going to say? I've got an interesting camera view here, but I tried to brush that bit, or I did brush that bit on the MOT bit. It's a kid's run today, it's a school one. The Jag, I haven't driven it for the last couple of months just because the weather's been so bad, the potholes are awful, and I just don't want to drive it on the road like this. It's 60 quid a month for tax, so I may as well just not drive it. MOT's expiring next week, weather's getting better, so I thought, you know what, now's the time, dust it down, see what we can find. As you can see, it starts again, it drives again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like it's just been sat there, waiting to be used and not been upset by the winter, which is kind of good. Really don't know about this angle on the camera, but it is what it is. What else can we say? I don't really know. I mean, there's jobs, there are things that still need doing. There's the forward alert system, there's the potential banana arms on the front. There's a few bits that, yeah, banana arms, Jess. I'll show you them when we do it under the car. You can help me if you want. So the banana arms need sorting. And then there's a few bits of bodywork as well. So there are things that need doing, but for an MOT, fingers crossed, let's wait and see. Well, that was largely uneventful, which is a good thing, right? I need to sort this camera out. It's been for its MOT. It's had 2 new tyres. The tyres, they fitted them, no dramas. Then the MOT, they rung me about the MOT and said effectively their machine for doing the emissions had broken. It was getting sky high readings on the emissions, and they stuck a micro on that they know was super clean, and said that was also going sky high. So they said they got a problem with the machine. What did I want to do about it? Bearing in mind I've only owned the car for a little while, I've never had an MOT myself. I don't know the previous test history, who's had it. I thought, well, this weekend I'd actually allocated time this weekend for anything that went wrong. It's Easter weekend for whenever you're watching this. It doesn't give me a lot of time to find parts, fit parts and do stuff, but I thought, I've got this weekend, I want to get it done. I'm actually driving to London in a few weeks and I want to take this car. So I thought, well, I'll take it, I'll test it. It will fail, guaranteed fail because of the emissions, but then it'll also fail on anything else. And then anything else that I need to fix, I will get that done at the same time, and then it can go back for one retest for the emissions plus any other work. There was no other work, so fortunately I haven't got anything to do this weekend on it as far as the MOT is concerned, and I waited till the end of the day. They had got the machine fixed and they're able to test it again. So could I have waited, should I have waited? Yes. I've now got a failure on there, which is, you know, it's a failure that's not really a failure, but it might look like that in the history, but I thought I'd take the hit. And that's it. Everything else, advisories, nothing. There's no advisories. He said it's actually really clean, he liked it, liked the car. Obviously there are faults, there are still things I need to fix, and he mentioned underneath there's a bit of scabbing, and what he would potentially do was get a wire brush on it and get some underseal on. So that's a weekend job I'll have a crack on at some point. Not urgent, that's not my biggest problem, so I'm not doing that one. What next? Well, I'm going to have to do more content on it. I love this car, and now it's back on the road. Well, not back on the road, it wasn't off the road. Get it taxed again, get the MOT done, and then we can start doing some of the work that I would like to get onto. I'm not sure whether to look at these door cards, because I think it's probably the pump or the actuators or whatever. Someone mentioned that in one of the other comments, that the doors need to be sorted out because I don't like it like that. I want to look at the arms, suspension arms. I haven't even been under the car myself. So that's probably the next video actually. Next video is probably going to be me looking under the car, have a look around, see if I can spot anything. And look at these doors. Yeah, and I want to fit the big sucky air blowy thing that what sits. So yeah, fun to come. MOT, what an uneventful video. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I've got a year's MOT. Now it is just playtime. So I'm going to finish that MOT one by, true to form, MOT passed, left it a couple of days because it was sawned. I went to the MOT station, but it was sawned, so I've MOT'd it on the 1st of April. What does it say? Took it out on the 2nd of April for a little spin. Flew down A road because I wanted to check and see if I had that front end wobble, and then the bonnet catches decided to, both of them, flip. They caught, so they didn't actually flip the bonnet up, thankfully. So that's one thing. So I've ordered 2 new replacement bonnet catches in case that's the issue. One of the new tyres, low pressure warning. Come on now, brand new tyre on a wheel. If that wheel's cracked, that's what, 400 quid for a wheel. Coolant level low, as well as the usual stuff. So while it was an easy MOT, I think I've got a few more bits to play with. I'll just put some pressure in, just gonna put some water in and just see, is it because it's been sat for a while? Yeah, who knows? Let's have a crack and see what happens next.